form. Left hand on top, right hand underneath. Turning to the left into front stance, downwards block. We're going to step forwards with a midsection punch, front stance. Our punching hand will go on top, our back hand underneath. We'll turn 180 degrees, downwards block. Stepping forwards, midsection punch. From here, our front hand will go on top, our back hand underneath. We turn 90 degrees with our front leg, front stance, downwards block. Front hand on top, back hand underneath, stepping forwards into front stance, rising block. We will step forwards into front stance with another rising block. And this punch is a head section punch, so we will be step forwards with a head section punch. And this will be our key eye punch. Our next move is a knife hand, so we will do a knife hand fold. Keeping fingertips level with the ears. Take your back leg round into knife hand. From there, we have to do another knife hand, so our fold will go round and then we will step forwards into back stance, knife hand. We will turn with knife hand, so our hands go away from us, knife hand fold. Front leg goes round to the back stance, knife hand. You do a knife hand fold and step forwards into back stance, knife hand. We need to do another knife hand, so our back hand comes up towards our ear. So keeping the fingertips level with the ear, the front hand rises slightly, stepping forwards into back stance, knife hand. Our next move is a double move. We're going to do a knife hand fold to our right, keeping fingertips level with the ear. We're going to take our back leg round to back stance, knife hand fold. From there, our back hand rises to our ear, the front hand raises up slightly, hands go round as we step into knife hand. From there, we need to do another couple of knife hands, but we need to turn first. We do our knife hand fold, fingertips nice and level. The front leg goes round into back stance. Make sure our weight transfers onto our back leg. Knife hand fold and block. From there we step forwards with another knife hand, back hand coming up, hands go around back stance, knife hand. Our next move is a double move. We're going to do a double side block. Our back hand goes on top, our front hand goes underneath. Move our front foot 90 degrees into back stance, do a side block. From there our front hand will go on top, our back hand underneath. We'll turn on the spot 180 degrees into back stance, into side block, making sure that our weight transfers onto our back leg. From here our front hand will go on top, back hand underneath. We will step backwards into back stance, side block. Our front hand will go on top, back hand underneath with a nice tight fold, stepping backwards into back stance, side block. Our next move is to be a double one. Our front hand will go on top, our back hand underneath. We will step back into back stance, side block. Then we do a tight fold with front hand on top. We turn, making sure our weight transfers onto our back leg, side block. Our next move is a rising block. We'll put our front hand on top, back hand underneath. Move our back leg across into front stance, rising block. We step forwards with a head section punch into our front stance. Punching hand will go underneath, back hand on top. We will turn 180 degrees with rising block. Our next move is a head section punch with a key eye. So we will step forward into front stance, punch, and that would be our key eye punch. From there we move our front foot round to our back leg, shoulder width apart, into come on. Parkway Samjang, third form. Left hand on top, right hand underneath, turn to the left, front stance, downwards block. We will step forwards with a mid-section punch front stance. From there, our front hand will go on top, back hand underneath. We will turn 190 degrees. Parkway Samjang, third form. Left hand goes on top, right hand underneath. We turn to our left, front stance, downwards block. We will step forwards in front stance with a mid-section punch. Our punching hand will go on top, back hand underneath. We will move our front foot 180 degrees into front stance, downwards block. We will step forwards with a mid-section punch. We'll put our front hand on top, back hand underneath, moving our front foot 90 degrees into front stance, downwards block. Front hand goes on top, back hand